Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about just some general things about the upcoming Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers DLC that we all know is going to be releasing in a few hours. We're going to be talking about your most frequently asked questions, some things that I believe are important for the update in terms of preparing, and also how you guys can stay rich during the DLC as well, because a lot of people fall into this trap when DLCs come out, and I'm going to tell you guys how you can avoid falling into that trap in this video. So let's start off with one of the most very common questions I receive every time a DLC comes out. And I like to give you guys this reminder because it seems like some of you might need it as well. And that is the release time for the DLC. So all of the Grand Theft Auto Online updates have released at one time, generally with the exception of one update, and that was the Heist DLC. Now the Heist DLC released around midnight Eastern Standard Time, but all the other DLCs release around this particular time that I'm going to tell you right now. So that particular time is about 5 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 4 a.m. Central Time, 2 a.m. Pacific Time, and about 10 a.m. UK time. So what you can do is, if I didn't mention any of your times, is you can take a Google time converter and just plug in 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States, and that should tell you exactly when the update is going to be releasing. Now, there's usually about a 15 to 30 minute give or take window where it could be either before or it could be after. That time is certainly not exact, but really the past DLCs over the last 2 years have been at this time. So that's when we've come to expect it to release. So for many of us, that is very, very early in the morning. For some of you guys, that might be at night or in the afternoon. And the reason I like telling you guys about this is I know some of you will have school or have work and might need to prep around that for when you can get on and get prepared and get ready and all that. So that's when it typically releases, 5 a.m. on the East Coast, 2 a.m. on the West Coast of the United States, and then in Europe, it's around 10 to 11 a.m. So that should give you a pretty good window of when that is going to be happening and when the DLC is going to be releasing. Now, for many of us, because that is in the early mornings, and some of you guys I know play on PS4, I know you can actually set your system in order so it will download the update automatically. That's not what I'm going to be doing since I'll be up streaming. A lot of you guys have been asking me about that as well. Are you going to be doing videos and live streams? Yes, as soon as the update comes out, I will be streaming for you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. But if you don't want to get up and wake up as early as I do, what you can do is set your PlayStation 4 to automatically download the update so that when you get home from school or get ready to go home from work or whatnot, the update will already be on your console. Now, I don't believe you can do this on Xbox One or PC, although I might not know about a way to do it, but I know with 100% certainty that you can do that on the PS4, because who knows how big this file is going to be, and obviously depending on your internet, that might take a long time. So now that we know about the release time of the update, let's talk about the missing trailer once again. A lot of you guys have been asking me about this, and another day, another opportunity where Rockstar have not released the trailer for Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers. Now, they had never stated that there was going to be a trailer. That was just the assumption of the community that there was going to be one based off of Rockstar's history of releasing trailers for nearly every single next generation update. The only real one that hasn't gotten an update was Lowriders Customs Classics, and what happened with that update is there was like a 15-second trailer released on the day of the update. So that's what I'm assuming is going to happen for Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers. Is tomorrow with the Newswire, Rockstar will provide a little mini trailer that just hypes up the DLC, and they might end up using that for advertising purposes as well. But for now, it is Monday afternoon when I'm recording this, and there is no trailer. So I don't want to dive too deep into what this could mean. My prediction is that it might mean the update is a little bit smaller than we all think, which once again might not be a bad thing. It just might not be on the scale of something like Further Adventures in Finance and Felony, because I do think it is going to reuse many of the same elements, like the CEO offices and the buying and selling missions. I think those are going to be reused to an extent. So maybe Rockstar just didn't feel the need to make a trailer. Who really knows? None of us have the answer here other than Rockstar, but it is so mysterious because everyone has been asking for this trailer, and almost no one, including myself, seem to have the answer as to what's going on with it. So hopefully that's the final time we'll have to mention mention Grand Theft Auto Online's biker trailer, even though it obviously doesn't exist. Just so many people have been asking about that. I have no clue where it is, and I don't think there's going to be one before the update actually releases. Now that we've got those two things out of the way, let's talk about the update itself and some general tips I have for you to have a better DLC experience and how to save some money as well. So I see a lot of people falling into this trap that every time an update comes out, they go gangbusters and they buy everything. They just spend every bit of money they have in their wallet, and sometimes a lot of people end up regretting the decisions that they've made, whether they don't like some of the vehicles or in some cases like the Grand Theft Auto Online yachts, they don't really use them after a certain amount of time, which obviously would be a big waste of money, especially considering that is a huge investment, especially if it's anywhere on the lines of how expensive the yachts and the CEO offices are. So I'm going to give you guys a couple strategies. Number one is to obviously watch my videos, hopefully you enjoy them as well, because I'm going to be going over all the content. I will be giving you guys my opinions on what I think is good, what I think is bad. I'll be walking you through the CEO offices. I'll be walking you through the motorcycle customization, showing you how expensive it is. So allow me to be the guinea pig for your Grand Theft Auto Online expenditures so that you maybe look at what I like, what I don't like, and that might give you a good idea of what you want to spend your money on as well. Also, number two, use the buddy system. So what I mean by that is if, let's say you don't have a lot of money, but your friend does, let him actually purchase the motorcycle clubhouse and then check it out for yourself. And you might actually say, okay, this isn't something I want. If I do want to participate in biker stuff, I'll just tell my friend to get on and we can do it with his stuff. And then vice versa, maybe you can buy one of the motorcycles that he hasn't purchased and you guys can both check them out. So instead of having to buy both of everything, what you'll do is you'll just buy some of the things you want, and you can use your friends or your crew members to try out some of the other things that you might not so sure you're going to love, or you just don't want to necessarily purchase yet. So I really think the buddy system is cool, whether it's a friend from school or work or a crew member that you know. Split and divide everything, because like with the CEO stuff, you don't even have to own a CEO office to participate in the fun activities. Now, granted, you won't be able to be a CEO and do the buying and selling missions as the CEO without the office, but you can still participate as an associate. And I can tell from experience that that is still a ton of fun to do in Grand Theft Auto Online, and it really isn't a knock at all. Now, what I want to do next is also offer some quick warnings about this update as well. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you guys about any buyer beware because we haven't experienced any of the content yet, but what I can tell you guys about is maybe hold off on buying the content immediately, because within the last few updates, Finance and Felony, Cunning Stunts, there have been reports of players losing items, and more particularly with the Lowriders updates, losing customization. Do you guys remember when that epidemic was going around where you would customize a lowrider, spend millions of dollars, or customize the Banshee 900R Sultan RS, and you would customize everything, spend $1 million or so, and then the next session you got in, all the customization would be gone, and your money would be gone too. And obviously that is a huge issue. Now, Rockstar jumped on that pretty quickly, but it did take them a couple days to really finalize that. And as a result of that, some people ended up losing out. And I obviously don't want that to happen to you, especially because it looks like there's going to be a similar Benny's style customization shop for the bikers. So again, just keep that in mind. I know people want to go gangbusters and buy everything immediately and all at once, but just remember that whenever there's a new update in online, there's likely going to be bugs, especially with new features and systems like that, that are going to feature a new biker mechanic shop. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you are short on cash, remember that Rockstar will likely make a ton of the bikers content go on sale just a couple weeks after the DLC comes out. I mean, if you guys have just been looking at the last few update weeks in Grand Theft Auto Online, nearly all of the content from Finance and Felony and Cunning Stunts has gotten a major discount, anywhere from 25 to 50%. So eventually down the line, let's say you're not in love with the DLC right now, or you don't have a ton of money, just wait a couple weeks and likely a good bit of the content is going to be on sale, and you'll be able to get it at a very nice discount. And if all else fails, I am doing a shark card giveaway right now. That is actually going on my Twitter. I announced that earlier in the day. So I'll also leave a link to that in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. I'm giving away $3.5 million in Grand Theft Auto Online to one of you lucky guys or lucky girls out there that are being hyped for the DLC right now. So really, that's all the information and tips that I can give you to get you prepped for the Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers update. update. It's just a few hours away, guys. It is, like I said, nearly so close, and it's going to be really, really awesome. I'm very excited for this. So if you guys are excited as well, be sure to drop a like rating on the video. That would be awesome. As well as subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this, because I will be live streaming. I will be doing a ton of stuff when the Bikers update releases, so you definitely don't want to miss out on all the cool stuff I'm going to be doing on my channel. But of course, without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.